learning about themselves, right? The coaches are working on rotations and game plans. The players are trying to establish the chemistry that a winning team needs.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. We've got Rollins. NextGen is out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Antetokounmpo into the point guard position. Outside Gordon. And stolen by Kuzma. Here's Rollins. Carries it from three-point range. Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for. Now here's Hardaway. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Back to Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Always good to see Hardaway not sitting back and attacking the rim.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Drives to the hoop. It's holding by Jokic. And here's Denver. And how about this team? They've certainly impressed on the road this season. Now up over 25 wins away from home. It's remarkable.
Well, give their coaching staff a lot of credit for preparing them to come into hostile environments and just totally silence the crowd. This team's character and how prepared they are makes them a nightmare matchup for anyone in our league.
Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Here's Giannis after the Nuggets pick up two. Good defense by Jokic. Well, there's that handful of players in this league who help your team in every way. Giannis is one of them. Offense, defense, rebounding, leadership, everything. He's a coach's dream. Milwaukee. Hardaway up top, guarded by Porter, and the basket by Gordon.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now Porter off the run, nailed from three-point land.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Jokic sets the screen for Hardaway. Pass to Watson. On the wing, Gordon. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. And here's Porter. Count that bucket. Porter's got 5 points so far.
Each year, Porter just becomes more efficient and more deadly.
Jokic with his screen on Porter. Out to Hardaway. Back to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Jokic has got his second basket of the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Porter passes to Turner. Takes it off the glass.
Well, it's no secret Turner has range, but don't sleep on his ability to get the job done inside, too.
Hardaway with it. Picked up by Turner. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Checks out for a three-point play. It's going to be on Miles Turner. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
Well, we've seen very few superstars as unselfish as Jokic. He'll play whatever role is necessary for his team to win.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And yes, it's good. 5 points in the game.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Pass to Jokic. Launches a three. Unable to get that one. Both teams have it going here early. They're alone through the first quarter. The Nuggets on top, leading by just one. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. Yeah, they're playing as a team, working the ball around, rewarding guys for getting open.
I see this. And guys, let's turn our attention. And that's a halftime.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game.
played here in the second half. And it's Murray penetrating. He gets that one. And it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
Wow, 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Outside Green. To the paint. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious moves.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Outs one up. Here's Sims. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Denver leading by 3. And the turnover again by Denver.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Valanciunas. A very nice season for him last year. And he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And as you said, one of the more efficient scorers in the league last season. He showed great shot selection, terrific efficiency, and more often than not, he got it in there.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And Murray, here we go. No good on the shot. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Prince with the screen on Brown. For the lead. He can't get it to go. Nice lead from Valanciunas. Murray against Jay. Back to Valanciunas. To the middle. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Rocking that rim. Jonas Valanciunas. The very big man from Lithuania.
Murray against Green. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. It's a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Sims has got 6 here in this quarter.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Murray. Count it. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
They set the pick. Floats one. Here's Sims. And the layup's good off the glass. Sims has got 8. Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Pass to Brown. Valanciunas. Rebound And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team.
Let's get the pace back in the game.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Bucks trail. Inside form, it's Gordon and Jokic. Aiden Watson is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Denver's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Jokic with the screen on Porter. In the corner, it's Gordon. Inside, here's Jokic. And Jokic slings it in.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
Porter with the screen. And Porter, here we go. And it's Turner finishing it off.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Fire up, Greg. Everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
To take the lead, and it's good on the way in. Porter's got 19 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Turner. Outside, out of the Kumbo. Big time slam, Giannis! Oh my!
You could see that coming. Giannis not to be denied, especially at the rim.
Outside Hardaway. Jokic with the screen on Porter. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Hardaway.
Oh, such a real shot there. The floater.
Porter passes to Turner. Stolen by Gordon. Watson for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Turner with the screen for Porter. Antetokounmpo outside. And he does not hit.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggle, they're ahead in the game.
Swing from outside.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Porter against Hardaway. And Porter, here we go. From 13 feet, it's in.
Poetry in motion. Porter with a beautiful stroke rising up there from mid-range.
Gordon with a screen on Porter. Al Gordon Antetokounmpo with the steal. Giannis driving to the rim.
Tell Giannis loves delivering these moments. Puts
Ball clearance to the Johnson! And beautifully put away! Waving out with a shake! The reverse! And the foul! Doncic pulls up three-pointer. Vince has knocked out Chuck Liddell! Ran in his bag. And the crowd's ball clearance to the Johnson! And beautifully put away! Waving out with a shake! The reverse! And the foul! Doncic pulls up three-pointer. Vince has knocked out Chuck Liddell! Ran in his bag. And the crowd's ball clearance to the Johnson! And beautifully put away! Waving out with a shake! The reverse! And the foul! Doncic pulls up three-pointer. Vince has knocked out Chuck Liddell! Ran in his bag. And the crowd's Look out for Hill in the open field. Here's Hendricks. Outside Morant. High post Edie. Got a piece of it. Porter with the steal. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the dunk. You want more of this from Porter Jr. When he's locked in on defense, he can pick your pocket. Pass to Edie. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. Giannis was the topic of our conversation, and coach said after a deep breath, I mean, there's no need to exhaust yourself over how to stop Giannis. He's going to leave his mark on the floor. We just have to deploy something to use his production a little bit. They've definitely got their hands full trying to slow one of the game's best. Back to you guys.
Allie, thank you.
Great recognition of the mismatch of losing the smaller defender quarterback.
Richard, one of the more jaw-dropping athletes in the game. At 6'2", John Morant can get his head at the rim.
And he said we'll see that less often these days. He is trying to save his body and stay on the floor for his team. That is key.
Here's Morant. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Pass to Edie. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Down low. And he dunks it down.
Dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with Giannis. He's always looking to move that ball.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Porter gets the bucket.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Moran against Porter. Right wing. Here's Hendricks. And there's Memphis with another bucket.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but look, jokes
to Hendricks. And here's Moran outside. Knocks down the long K. Moran's got 7 points in the game.
With Jaws knocking down that three consistently, it takes his game to a different level.
A story of 2 halves last season for the Grizzlies, Richard. At the All-Star break, second in the West. feeling it out a bit. Wells, good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 5. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Grizzlies out in front, up by 5. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Taking a look at Memphis. I've hung with these guys in the offseason. They're better than people think, but they still gotta prove it.
Yeah, hi. And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the Grizzlies.
What's impressed me, Arnie?
And that'll do it for us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. Both teams trying to gain an edge. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a conscious
Trent. And the dunk by Jackson. Beautiful setup on the alley-oop. Great catch, great flush. Here's Sims. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sims has got his third basket on the night right there. Jerome against Prince. Now here's Jerome. Defense right on him. Takes a three. Drops in the three. Jerome's got himself on the board with a three there.
They keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half. And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
And a great show through three quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? A moment ago, head coach Doc Rivers.
Let's get stopped. Focus on the stop.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Grizzlies lead by 8. They've got Zach Edey. John Miranda's out there with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Spencer in a shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Edey. And the dunk by Edey. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis' ball.
They are really their own worst enemy right now. It's why they find themselves way behind.
Pass to Spencer. Here's the three. That shot missing. The Bucks trail by 10. Wing shot on the way. Perfection. Beautiful stroke.
The mid-range jumper isn't the most popular shot these days, but it's working for them.
Okay, John turning
Rollins has gotten 4 this quarter. Yeah, Kuzma has gotten pretty good at this, spotting those open guys who are prepared to shoot. Moran against Porter. Here's Hendricks. Now Moran. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo with a rebound. Hawks trail by 10. Porter is the drive. Edie rips down the board. And so Moran will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it. Milwaukee making a switch here. Portis is checked in. The Bucks have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And Antetokounmpo, here we go. And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, it's off. That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look. He's off from 3. Bucks trail by 8. Tipped it away. Moran flying down the floor. Gets an easy one at the rim. What I love about Moran is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient. This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep. Portis with the steal. Kuzma fires. Fast and easy with a beautiful transition, Jay. Oh, not one to lack confidence. Kuzma won't hesitate to pull the trigger in the big moments. Not afraid. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shot clock at 6. Edie inside. Antetokounmpo's there. Backs off. Bucks trail by 5. Anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. In transition, here they come. Porter with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Portis down low. Here's Rollins. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 5. Antetokounmpo! And the 3 misses. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Moran. Clemens to the Johnson! And beautifully put away! With the arm of the save! The reverse! And the foul! Dodgers pulls up three-pointer. Vince has knocked out Chocolate! Ran in his bag. And the crowd's
Open the smell of hardwood in the air, Tim, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places. We're through the preseason. Now we finally get to see how it's going to play out.
So glad you joined us. This could be a lot of fun.
It is great to be here, Kevin. Can't wait.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Brown in at the three. And the basket by SGA.
Yeah, the defense was getting physical, but Shea was able to maintain his balance and convert that.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. Coach joked that if he focused on a single aspect of stopping Nikola Jokic, he would probably just beat them a different way. Instead, he showed the team 5 video clips, each with a specific failure regarding Jokic. He's asked his players to prevent those mistakes from happening. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
Red hot out of the gates. Keep it rolling.
Hardaway against SGA. Hardaway kicks to Jokic. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Jokic has got 5.
Not always a huge part of Jokic's game, but the three-point shot, he's becoming more comfortable taking.
Back to Holmgren. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You can't have a better start than that. Connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, you might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed. Stolen by Gordon. to Jokic. Back to Gordon. Lets it go. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7'1" with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter or block just about every shot in its vicinity.
Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander. 6 points for him. Holmgren finds SGA. joining us. We've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Oklahoma City?
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting, in particular from mid-range. That has been huge.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks. At the guard spots, will be seen Gilgeous, Alexander, and Wallace. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. And it's Caruso in at the three spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, "Everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis." SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, "I get to the rim on anybody. Back to you."
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Hardaway passes to Watson. Caruso with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Wallace finds Holmgren. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And we know Chet can shoot the ball, but I like him the most when he's near the basket.
Pass to Jokic. Now Watson. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Gordon with the screen for Hardaway. Nice move. And the rejection by Holmgren. Now Williams. And finish off by Williams. And Williams is a really tough guy to slow down in the open floor. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. The Nuggets with another miss. The Thunder lead by 12. Caruso kicks to Williams. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
And attacking the rim on the making excellent use of that height inside.
To Hardaway. Tim, when you think of the players, which players come to mind as setting the bar for a high basketball IQ? LeBron James certainly at the top of the list. Nikola Jokic, I would put Luka Doncic in that category as well. IQ means you have the ability to understand defenses and where your 4 teammates are at all times. And for some it's natural, and for some they probably got to work at it, correct? You got to work on it, but I think it's critical if you really want to separate yourself from the rest of the pack. Hardaway passes to Jokic. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. A fantastic
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Before we go any further, I'll look ahead to the games yet to be. The Timberwolves will face off against the Spurs in San Antonio. 8 p.m. Eastern, that one gets started. And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Just moving the ball, you can confuse and frustrate a defense.
Yeah, so many of their points have come off assists, executing at a very high level. Thanks for spending